All right, ladies and gentlemen, yes, appreciate you guys coming to the Stogicide. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, man. I have I can't stay out of this guy's shop, man. Jess from Hex Vintage Motorcycles allowed me to come back in. He called me and told me that he has a special treat for me. So I can't wait to see. They have customized the bike specifically for this customer, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. I don't know what it is, so we are gonna go in real quick. I'm gonna say what up though to my man Jess, and we're gonna go into this beast of a bike that he has out here, all right? Appreciate you guys, stay tuned, have a happy holiday, let's go.
Make it bang.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we entering the shop. What does he have in store for me? Ooh, oh my God. Yo, Jess, where you at, man? Look at it, he over there in the cut. I like how he in the cut. Man, listen, what is really going on here, brother? Oh my God, man, when you told me that you had something special here, this is how you do it, young man. This is how you do it. We are about to get into all of the details of this bike, but man, I just had to do a quick view of this. Jesus, man, this is on another planet right here. We gotta get into all the intricate details. Let's get some of this camera footage. All right, guys, I'ma shut up. Let me go ahead and get Jess in here real quick, and he's gonna talk about this motorcycle for a second. All right, Jess, so listen, man, you told me to come up to the shop because we have something special up here today. I really didn't know what you have in mind, to be honest with you, but it looks like you just completely finished the build. First of all, is this bike for sale?
It was a commission build.
A commission build, what does that mean?
So, you know, I get people that, they go on Instagram, they get wild, they're looking at stuff, and all of a sudden, I have people contact me and they say, hey, I want to build something similar to this. Can you do it?
Okay.
And
that's what they came up with? That's crazy.
Because I love building custom bikes.
Oh,
I really
my
do.
God,
it's one
man.
of my biggest passions.
I can see that, man. And
through all the work that I do and like the normal everyday, like this to me is my outlet.
Yeah, that's kind of like your pride and joy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to let this leave the shop, isn't it?
Sometimes.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
I can
get
imagine.
some that I'm like,
yeah. Because if you pull up with that, man, that is a talking piece. I'm into bikes that are like talking pieces, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get to the bike real quick. All right, guys, appreciate y'all. Peace out. All right, guys. Hey, man, listen, we got Jess out here. Once again, they showing us the 1984 R5 BMW R100 custom build, right? We just went through all of the details of the bike. I hope you guys love this content. And Jess, make sure you invite us back out for many more, okay? All right, man. Appreciate y'all. Show love, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Thanks, Jess.
see you guys.
All right, Jess. So the very first thing I want to talk about, I love these off-road tires, okay? Now, it looks like the front one is smaller than the back one. Is that what's going on here?
The wheel sizes.
The wheel sizes,
Well,
okay.
Yeah, the wheel size on the front's a 19, the rear's an 18, and
Okay.
these are the factory BMW wheels.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What year and model is this?
So this bike is a 1985 BMW R100.
Man, I could put this in the shop right now at Harley and still sell this. I guarantee you I could. Oh my Lord. And what type of rotors are these? These are not the stock rotors that came with it, are they?
The entire front end is from a Jigster.
Oh, like a Jigster, like a 700 or a 1000?
1000.
Okay, man. And how did you customize that to fit on a 1985 bike? Because I know they had fitment issues, right?
Yeah, it's really a lot easier than you think. It's just a matter of wrapping your head around how.
Okay.
But a lot of it's just a matter of changing the steering stem bearings to fit the stem and fit the frame.
The steering stem bearings, what are they?
Which are the bearings in here, the top and bottom and the neck.
Okay.
And The other challenge is getting the brakes from the Gigster to work with whatever wheel. In this case, the stock BMW wheel. So a company called Cognito Moto makes conversion plates here and the conversion axle. So the axle helps the wheel fit and the plates here help the rotors fit.
Man.
And it's a perfect fit. The brakes work amazing, which is a huge improvement on the old BMW.
I can imagine. Being a 1985, this looks like it has ABS on it too.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't?
No.
No ABS?
No.
That's
We
crazy.
keep the old ones pretty bare bones.
I got you. Run it at your risk. Now, what about these grips, man? Like, I'm really kind of feeling these. It still kind of kept the old school look to it. Where'd you get these grips from?
They're Bilwell grips.
Just something normal, like a regular normal grip?
Yeah.
Okay.
The challenge was finding a set of grips that matched the seat.
Okay. Yeah, I
And
see that. Okay.
It just all kind of tied together. And I actually dyed the seat a couple times to get it a little darker.
Okay. It was lighter than that?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the levers here? These look custom brake and clutch levers?
Yeah, they're just universal aftermarkets.
Okay.
This is a Brembo Master cylinder that I like to use. All the electrics are Moto Gadget, so you have all the really nice switches. You have the really nice gauge here. This is the Motoscope Pro.
Oh, let me see the gauge. Hold on. Are you able to? Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, that's really cool. Damn. That's really nice. And are you able to toggle through that?
Yeah, I set a little button right here.
Look at that. Yeah, tell you your speed, RPMs, all of the good stuff.
So yeah, it's got everything you could need.
Yeah, the fuel. And this is what, maybe a 3-gallon tank?
5.
5? Man. When the last time you seen a 5-gallon tank? This would be considered a Sportster, right? Is this considered like a Sportster?
They call this style a bobber strictly
bobber.
because of the solo seat.
The solo seat, okay. All right, perfect.
A lot of people like to call it a BMW bobber.
A BMW bobber, okay. All right, and what was this again, a 19 what?
This is a 1984 or 85, I can't remember exactly the year, but right around mid-80, R100 RS.
R100 RS.
Yeah, so the RS would have been the BMW with the giant fairings.
I got you,
that you would use, again, to go across the country.
Got you.
Now, oddly enough, this bike has been across the country.
Got
It was
you.
original.
Oh, this originally went cross country?
Yeah.
No kidding.
The guy that owned it did the Iron Butt Challenge, which was I think it was from the East Coast to the West Coast, and it was a straight shot.
No shit.
And that was when it was factory.
Yeah, that's insane right there, man.
And taking it to another level.
Okay, talk to me.
I had to get the title for this bike because it was already, somebody signed it. And I got a hold of the guy that had the title originally. And it was my math teacher from middle school.
You're
I
lying.
swear to God.
Oh my God. Imagine that. Imagine that. What was his name?
Raul Wasserman.
Hey, shout out to Mr. Wasserman. You understand? Teaching 5th grade math. Are you smarter than a 5th grader, ladies and gentlemen? I know I'm not when it comes to math. All right, so look, real quick, let's talk about this motor. What's going on here? Like, it looks like a dual motor. Like, I can't tell.
So yeah, the BMWs, they use boxer engines, so the cylinders stick out to the sides.
Okay.
They did that for balance and for ease of rebuild. You could just take this all off, slap some new piston rings on there and go.
Put it back in. Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And what's C? Oh, it's 1,000 cc.
This is 1,000.
1,000 cc. And is that the air? That's the air filter there?
Yep. It's got K&N filters on it.
And what does this do right here?
That's the petcock or fuel valve.
Okay. Listen, I know who did this custom work on this welding. That looks really good.
So it started off with one of my friends that made the shape. It didn't fit all the way, so I ended up having to cut and chop it up a lot, and then I redid it. And the final welds, I basically tacked everything together, and all the final welds were done by my friend Lucas Mora.
Man, that looks good.
So I got the idea, I got the shape, and then he finalized it.
Man, that is amazing weld work. That almost looks like Cigars exhaust. You know Cigars exhaust?
I've heard of that, yeah.
Yeah, this looks almost on the same level as that. The way you did those wells in that bin, man, that is really cool.
Wanted to accomplish something just weird and different. You
Yeah, yeah, and it still gives it that vintage rugged look, right? Like it fits with the bike.
Yeah.
You know, it fits with the bike. Man, I'm gonna get you. So this one is ready to run, right?
Yeah,
Could we turn this on?
I gotta tune it a little better. It was acting up on me yesterday.
All right, no pressure. We'll leave that alone for now. So this is the brake lever. Oh,
Yep.
You sit on this like a sport bike.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
And all of this was custom made as well. So this is the factory swing arm from BMW.
okay.
All of these pieces here were custom made and welded onto the swing arm, and then we used this monoshock and welded mounts to the frame under here.
Oh my God, man! Let me see if I can get
So
that.
it's as custom as you can make
For
it.
sure, man. This is on
The rear floating fender we
Mm-hmm.
chopped up, customized, and got the bolt on there.
And that bad boy fits snug on there too. Like it fits really good on the tire.
Thanks.
Man, that's how. Normally you have the fenders where it's all that space in between.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
I try and avoid that as much as possible. The front fender's like that too. The front fender was actually rubbing it first.
Oh,
I
so-
had to modify it.
So is this so it's dual, it's single side in the front, and is this a normal brake? Is this the stock brake pad in the back, or is this from the sport bike also? This doesn't look like sport bike.
No, that's from the stock system.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
And it was strange because BMW really couldn't figure out their brakes in this era. And they went from drum brakes, and they did like 4 or 5 years of the rear disc, and then they went back to drum brakes because the rear disc sucked.
I can imagine that.
They figured it out eventually.
Yeah, this is pretty cool right here, man. Can I sit on it?
Sure.
Here, just show me sitting on it real quick. There we go. Let me get some good footage of this. Woo, this shit, it feels comfortable too. Oh my God. Yeah, that feels right there. I could definitely ride this. How much is something like this?
That one's gonna be around 20,
20.
but that includes the bike.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that was the bike and that was the bike sale and the build.
Oh.
You know, paint, powder coat, everything.
Yeah. This feels so good right here. Oh man, this is the first bobber that I felt like a big guy like myself could ride, you know?
And you know, this one, we usually do the seat really close to the tank, but this one, we extended it back a bit. So
Maybe that's what
it
it
is a
is.
little more comfortable than what you'd be
Well,
used
I
to
would have
seeing.
thought that you sent that back because the pegs were back there, no? That's not, but
It just all kind of fell into place, to be
It
honest.
did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
It did what it was supposed to do, man. Well, listen, man. Hey, I appreciate everything, Jess. A couple of pictures of this bike, and we're going to do a small little photo shoot with this.